Ever since Dante's Inferno came out back in 2010, my grotesque, hellish bone has been itching, and nothing has come along that can satiate that itch until, seemingly, Q2 of 2017. And that's what I'm going to talk about now. And that game is called Agony. Now, if you haven't heard of this before, you might know it as Sacred Agony, as it was initially announced and promoted. However, they've rebranded it as just Agony. Just in case you were thinking, oh, I heard of Sacred Agony, but not Agony. But that's what you're seeing on the screen right now is gameplay for the game Agony. Now, it is a first-person survival horror game set in hell where you're playing a soul with the ability to possess people and creatures that you come across throughout the game. So you can actually go through hell from the point of view of a demon in hell, which is a very creative, original, and I think pretty cool take. Now, it's being developed in the Unreal Engine 4, which is why this gameplay looks so frickin' amazing. And also, it's being developed by Mad Mind Studio, which is a studio of 9 people. It's a small indie studio. But it's a team of 9 people, and the studio was originally founded by Thomas Dudkiewicz. Okay? Now, this studio, actually, one of the main reasons I'm excited for this game, you're about to hear why. If you follow my channel at all, it'll make sense. This is from their website right here. Our studio comprises veteran game developers who have worked on numerous AAA titles, such as The Division, awesome, Witcher 3, Sniper, Ghost Warrior 2, Alien Rage, Enemy Front, Real Boxing 2, Godfire Rise of the Prometheus, and more. So they have a pretty experienced team working on this game, which is very exciting. Anybody who has worked on The Witcher 3, working on any sort of narrative type game, I'm excited for. I am incredibly excited for that. Now, not a lot is known about this game. Originally, the Kickstarter that they were trying to fund this game through was set to release this game in December of 2016. However, it seems that they got independent funders and investors, and so they're going to be able to make it without the Kickstarter, but it's going to be released in Q2 of 2017. As far as we know, as of the time of this filming. All right, that might be moved up, might be moved back. As of right now, Q2 of 2017. So, I'm incredibly excited, and I know a lot of people who have also had that itch. For whatever reason, we have this sort of grotesque curiosity, most people do, where you're driving by a car wreck and you can't help but turn and kind of rubberneck it and look and see if you can spot any of the blood, even though you know what you see is going to be horrifying and terrible. Same thing when you smush a spider under a book or something, and then you know once you lift up the book there's going to be guts and smegma and all sorts of crap under there, but you still do it. We have this weird, I don't know, desire to be disgusted, and Sacred Agony, or just Agony now, seems to be able to fill that. Now, games like Agony and Dante's Inferno have always had to walk a thin line, because on the one hand, you want to properly portray hell. Now, hell, of course, whether you're talking about a more Judeo-Christian hell, or you're discussing more of an Eastern sort of idea of eternal punishment, whatever sort of punishment or hell you're talking about, hell is always the definition of a place you don't want to be. It's so horrifying, so grotesque, so horrible that it's the worst thing that the mind can imagine. It's worse than the worst thing that you can imagine. Now, that's hard to do when you want people to play your game. It's very hard to do, because if you succeed in duplicating that, then all of a sudden you have a group of people that don't want to play the game because it's so horrifying, so disgusting. You have to be able to walk this line where people want to play it. People want to go back and find out more. That morbid curiosity, you have to feed that. But at the same time, you need to also be true to the actual setting, which is so horrifying that you don't want to be there anymore. You want to shut off the console, shut off your PC, walk away, and eat some Dippin' Dots. That's all you want to do. So it's a hard line to walk, but based on this gameplay, I can say just from seeing this gameplay, I would want to play the game. I want to get my hands on it. And so already I think that says, okay, I think they're on the right track. If I see the gameplay and I say I want to play that, then I think they're walking the line correctly. Some of the stuff in the trailer, I will grant you, is pretty horrendous, and I'm like, okay, well that looks pretty messed up. I'm not sure if I'd be able to handle that. But as of right now, the gameplay looks like it's well done. The art style is fantastic. The team is phenomenal. They seem to have the money to do it, and they're set to release in Q2 of 2017. So, let me know what you think of this game down in the comment section below. If you've heard anything that you'd like to share with all of the other little turds that are down in the comment section, go ahead and do that. If you like the video, smash that like button. Share this video with your friends if they were a fan of Dante's Inferno, or if you think that this game might freak them out too. And as always, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. We'd love to have you join the bowel movement. I'm your head poo. I'm Lukey Poo. I mean, just do whatever you want. I don't care. Whatever. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I love each and every single one of you more than you could possibly know, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.
I've got something in my front pocket for you. Why don't you reach on in my pocket and see what it is? Then grab onto it, it's just for you. Give it a little squeeze and say, how do you do? Something in my front pocket for you. Why don't you reach on in my pocket and see what it is? Then grab onto it, it's just for you. Give it a little squeeze and say, how do you do? There's something in my front pocket. There's something in my front pocket. There's something in my front pocket.